Welcome to another video of a question that I have answered countless times. That is, do I need a psychology degree to become a coach? Should I get a psychology degree while I'm doing my coach certification? Will I get more clients if I have a psychology degree? Maybe I should get a psychology degree, and that is when people will take me more seriously, right? Add a few more, iterations of this exact same sentence or the same question just asked in a different way, and I've gotten all of them. So I decided that I might as well answer it as a life coach with a full time practice since 4+ years, as well as a coach trainer and a business coach for 2+ years. Now, you have to understand that there is a specific purpose a degree serves, right? Before we get into the question, do you need a degree or not? Let's first understand what a degree is, okay? A degree is basically a specialization, right? You study something and you pass the exams in that particular subject, and as a result, you don't become an expert, but you know a lot more about that particular subject than you did when you started off, right? So you know a lot of theory, you know how to apply it in practice, and you basically have more knowledge about that particular field. That is what a degree is. Okay, it makes you qualified for a specific job, or it basically makes you qualified for something. In a psychology degree, you basically learn about, the world of psychology, how human brain works, different types of disorders that exist, and everything that a psychology degree entails. Do you need that psychology degree to become a coach? The answer to that question is no. Do you need the psychology degree so that your clients would take you seriously? The answer to that is also no. A lot of coaches do not actually understand or do not actually acknowledge the intention as to why they're pursuing a psychology degree. A lot of coaches tend to start their coaching practice after having a corporate career. So they still have this mentality that my credibility and my source of self-worth lies into something external. Right. And because, when you become a coach, the product itself becomes your own brain, right? Because you are the one who's coaching. So you basically have to sell yourself. And that thought can be very scary. That thought can feel very overwhelming. So it feels really good to hide behind a degree. It feels very good to say that, oh, if I have a psychology degree, it means people will take me seriously. You believe that, okay? Clients do not. Clients are never going to come and work with you because you have a certain degree. Clients are going to work with you when they believe that you are somebody who can solve their problem. And how are they going to believe that? Well, they are going to believe that when you market yourself, when you actually have an ecosystem, when you actually are selling your services. There are a lot of coaches with a lot of certifications, a lot of therapists, with MPhil degrees, with master's degree, either making minimum wage or absolutely not making any money because of all the degrees and skills they have done, despite all the skills and degrees they have. Why? Because the one thing that brings clients is something that they're not doing. And a lot of coaches also fall into this trap because they don't believe in themselves. And instead of working on their self belief, they think that if I get a degree, it will become easier for me. I will find it easier to believe in myself. And obviously, that does not happen because self belief is something that's very internal, that comes from your identity. So if you think that I'm going to pursue a degree and it is going to make me more credible or it is going to bring more clients, then my friend, you don't need a degree. What you actually need is work on your confidence. What you actually need is work on your self-belief. Or you need to be inside a coaching program where you can do identity expansion around this particular thing, which is what we do inside my program LCTM as well. So you have to understand that there is a purpose of a degree, okay? It will help you gain knowledge. It will not bring you clients. It will not make you more credible. It will make you more educated. So if you want to genuinely learn more about psychology, if you genuinely want to learn more about the world of human brain, go do that. Do not expect that it is going to bring you clients. Do not expect that people will take you more seriously. Do not expect that clients are going to fall into your lap after that. Do not have any of those expectations. A lot of coaches do that. A lot of coaches go after degrees and certifications purely because they believe that if I outsource my self-worth, because they're used to that, right? When you have outsourced your self-worth to colleges and degrees and certificates all your life, then all you've done is hiding. So now when it comes to actually announcing yourself that, okay, I am open to taking on clients, it can feel very scary. It feels easier to talk in terms of degree that, oh, I have this degree, than to actually talk about your offer, than to actually talk about the fact that you're a coach and that you're open to taking clients. So if that is the case, then I'm really sorry to disappoint you. The degree is not going to do anything. But if you're genuinely interested in studying, then go for it. Just have the right expectations. Do not go with mismatched expectations. A lot of coaches have done that. They have spent a lot of money in acquiring degrees and then getting disappointed that, oh, why is something not happening? Well, the something that you want, which is clients, right? Being able to make money from your skills, is going to happen when you learn to systematically monetize your skill set. Another thing you need to understand is that when you become a coach, you actually undergo coach training, right? A proper systematic coach training. And when you undergo that, that is exactly your education, right? For example, inside LCTM, when my coaches undergo the entire training, they study all the modules, they complete the coaching hours, they apply for the certification. That is when they become a coach. So if you want to become a coach, you go through coach training. Okay. And that is how you become a coach. But then again, that also does not mean that you automatically get clients. To ultimately get clients, you need to be inside a monetization program. That is why inside LCTM also, after my students complete their coach training, they directly jump on to starting to monetize their business. That's why we have monetization modules inside as well. So before you start your journey as a coach, or if you're in the middle of it, or you already have a certification from somewhere, please ask yourself, what is the intention and purpose of you thinking that you want a degree? If the intention is that I simply want to learn more, go for it. Don't even think twice. If your intention is that it will somehow make it easier for me to believe in myself, then that is not what is going to happen. You need to either work on yourself one on one, or you need to be inside a program where you are getting coached out of your limiting beliefs. Second is, if you believe that if I go get a degree, somehow people will take me more seriously. Well, let me tell you, people will take you more seriously when you take yourself more seriously, right? And taking yourself more seriously does not mean that you just take a certification and sit at home. It means that you actually systematically learn how to monetize your business. So be very clear with your intention and be very clear with your purpose. Why do I want a degree? That's the question you need to ask yourself. And be very honest about it. Don't try to hide it. Don't try to sugarcoat your words that, oh no, I want to learn more. That's why. If your true intention is that I don't believe in myself, that's why I want a degree, or that will be easier for me to believe in myself if I have a degree, then you have very misplaced intentions. None of that is going to happen. You believe in yourself when you work on your self belief, not when you hide behind a degree. A lot of people have done that and they have systematically failed in it. The only way you are going to able to have a paid coaching practice is when you learn how to monetize your skill set. Okay. And if you want to be an exceptional coach, be inside a coach training program where you have a good mentor, where you're consistently improving your skill set and you're consistently receiving supervision. This is something that we do inside LCTM as well. It's my lifetime life coach training and monetization program where aspiring coaches as well as existing coaches get inside, build and scale their business from scratch and receive lifetime support to expand their identity, to learn how to monetize their business from scratch, and actually put their coaching skills to practice instead of going after another certification or another degree. So ask yourself honestly, what is the reason I want a degree? Do I just want it because I think that people will take me more seriously, because it will be easier to get validation? Or do I actually want it because I genuinely want to learn? The more honest you are about your intentions, the right expectations you're going to have, and the less disappointments that you are going to face. Another alternative that I often tell people is that if you are somebody who wants to get a degree and you are very clear and you understand that the degree is not going to mean that I'm going to get clients, you can simultaneously, build your coaching practice as well as get your degree at the same time, right? In such scenarios, it helps to be inside lifetime programs, or it helps to be inside programs that run very long, so you're not anxious to complete it. When you're inside programs that run for a very short period of time, you can feel very anxious. I've been there, done that, so I know. So go for programs that support your life goals. Okay. Go for programs that does not make you feel anxious that I don't have support after 6 months. Right. So that is it. I hope it answered your question. And if you still have any particular question about this particular topic, you can very well ask me. I'm somebody who has studied psychology for 5 years, and I'm somebody who has built my coaching practice from scratch. And that is why I'm telling you from experience that whatever your intentions are, let it be very honest and let it be very true. Happy building.